It's 5 o'clock on a Wednesday and it's time for
Craig and Ryland's Magic Review Show.
I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
And welcome back to another review show. Welcome to the first review show of 2021. We have some amazing stuff to look at this week, including one of the best card routines that involves influence that I have ever seen. And you're going to be reviewing a Christmas prop, aren't you?
Yeah.
Kind of a little bit late to the game, but don't worry, it's fine, it's fine. It's something that can be used all year round. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's have a look at the first review. Right, so first review we have is Luke Jermay, and he has a product out called Hit. Now, I first saw this on Luke's masterclass that he did for Vanishing Ink. I'm going to be doing a video about the masterclasses at some point, but bottom line is, if you haven't actually checked any of them out, you should do. But anyway, Luke Jermay did this on the masterclass. It's now been released as a standalone product. It comes with specially printed cards and over an hour of detailed instruction as a download from Luke. I'm going to perform it, and then we're going to talk about what we think about it. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
So the idea, Ryland, is it's all about Blackjack. Now, you play Blackjack, don't you?
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know what Blackjack is, the idea is that you have, it's a card game with as many people as you want to, and you have to hit 21, as you know, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to play a game of influence. Let me ask you a question, Ryland. If I told you that I could influence you, would you believe me, or do you think that that would be unlikely?
Unlikely.
Well, we're going to play a game of Blackjack, just a 4-card game of Blackjack, and I'm going to try and influence you. So go over there a little bit, because I don't want you to see the cards. I'm going to influence you. I'm going to take 4 cards, okay?
Yeah.
And using these 4 cards, I'm going to try and create 2 hands. Yeah, 2 hands. I'm going to create 2 hands of 2 Blackjack hands. Now, I will tell you right now, there's a winning hand, and there's a losing hand, a winning hand, and a losing hand. Your job is to try and get the winning hand. I am going to tell you right now, Ryland, that I am going to try and influence you to get the losing hand every single time. And the reason I'm going to do this, and let me explain. A lot of people say, what's the point in magic? Yeah, you can make a coin disappear, but so what? But if you spend a lot of time studying magic, you do learn to influence people. So when you're playing cards, whether it be poker or playing Blackjack or something like that, it makes it very, very easy to influence people. So you notice when I did that, I said there's a winning hand and a losing hand. Maybe I'm influencing you that this is the winning hand, or maybe it's a double bluff. I don't know. Which one's the winning hand, Ryland? So is this the hand you want?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm going to put it there in front of you. Now, this is the chance where you can change your mind. If you want to change your mind, you can.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, because I ended up with 12, and you ended up with 5. I mean, you did okay, but I think I thoroughly beat you. But that's okay. That's not a problem. This is just the first game. Maybe you thought that this was some sort of fluke, so I'll tell you what, we'll do it again. This time, we'll make it a little bit easier for you. I'm going to deal out 4 cards, okay? And let me have a look at the 4 cards first of all. Okay, interesting. Ryland, I'm going to turn 2 of the cards over. Now, the first thing I want you to do is out of the face-up cards, you can pick any of the face-up cards that you want to for your own hand. Which card would you like? Are you sure?
Yeah.
So that stays with me. Put it there. So, now there's 2 face-down cards. You don't know the identity of those cards. Which card would you like in your hand? You want, you want that one. Are you sure?
Yeah.
So we're in a situation now where you know that this hand contains a 5, but you don't know what else. And we know that this hand contains a 4, but you don't know what else. At this point, would you like to swap hands?
No.
Would you like to swap any card for any other card in the packet? You could swap any one of your cards for
Am I
anyone.
allowed to look at them?
Nope. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Do you want to change again, or are you happy with this?
I'm happy with this.
Positive? Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay, so you left me with 9, which is not a very good hand. I mean, you left yourself with 8. So, I mean, you lost, but only by 1. You're getting better. That was actually more of a decisive loss that time. Let's see if we can do this again. Okay? Yeah. This time, I'm going to make it so that you have literally as many options as I can give you. I'm going to deal 1 card face down and 3 cards face up. So this time, you can see 3/4 of the cards. I want you to pick 2 cards for you. 2 of the face-up cards. You can pick them, and they're going to be for you. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. So that leaves me with these 2 cards.
Yeah.
Now, you can swap hands if you want to.
No.
Or you can swap 1 card for 1 card. You sure?
Yeah.
Do you want to swap again? You can do if you want to.
No.
Positive?
Yeah.
If you want to swap 1 more, you can do it. It's up to you. I don't want you saying later on, I made you do something. I want you to feel, even though I'm influencing you to lose every single time, I want you to feel that you've got the free choice every time. So,
No. Yeah.
are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, Ryland, that was the wrong decision.
I want to do it.
I'm going to tell you right
I
now.
want to do it. I want to
Are
do
you
it.
sure?
Yeah.
I'm telling you it was the wrong decision.
Yeah.
What did you get?
Got 8.
Really? Because I got 13. I told you it was the wrong. I was trying to help you there. I was literally trying to help you, man. He's so frustrated. This is his frustrated face. Look at that. Look, one last time. Right.
One last time.
I'm going to make it so that there's no way you can lose this time.
No way.
Okay? There's no way you can lose this time. Let's just take 4 cards. And I'll put them all face up. Okay?
Yeah.
You take 2 cards. Construct a winning hand. Keep me 2 cards.
I'm gonna put that.
You're going to go for those. Are you sure?
No. Am I allowed to swap at the end?
A little bit, yeah.
I'm gonna go for.
Yeah? That would make sense. That would be the logical way to do it. But you've just given me...
I know.
You've just... That's silly. Are you sure you want to do that? I've asked you to construct a winning hand, and you've given me 12, and you've got 12, which means it's a draw. Are you sure you want that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm confusing you so much. I just want you to give yourself the winning hand.
This is gonna be the winning hand.
This is the winning hand. You've won. Congratulations. Boom. There you go. But...
I win.
Move your hands. Yeah, you do win. But I'm sure you'll agree it's a bit of a hollow victory. Because although you won, you know, all the cards are face up. So I'll tell you what, we're going to put 1 more card into the mix.
Oh, God.
Now, bearing in mind that you need to be careful because you've got 15 right now. 1 more card. 1 more card. If it was the wrong card, would cause you to bust. Because if you go over 21, you've lost.
I've got.
Hang on, whoa. Right, okay, this is the last time.
This is for.
Where do you want it to go? This one or this one? Over here or over here?
Then I'm gonna switch.
No switching.
Okay.
I just want you to decide whether to put this here or there.
You're gonna win, but I'm not.
Of course I'm going to win. I'm influencing you. Do you want...
But I'm gonna be busted.
Well, then put it on my hand.
Yeah, but you're gonna win.
Hmm?
You're gonna win.
Then put it on my hand and switch both hands. If you want to switch both hands, you can.
No, I like
No,
switch
I don't.
cards.
I just want you to deal with the hands this time. You probably could, but I'm just going to deal with the hands right now. Are you sure?
Yes.
Do you want to change your mind? Let me have a look. Interesting.
Am I allowed to look at my cards?
No. Interesting. Sure that's what you want to do? You want these 3?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You want these 3?
Yes.
And you want to leave me with these 2?
Yes.
So I got 15 and you got 11. So, I mean, you came close. You came close. And that is it. That is the routine. Now, what's interesting about this, by the way, is all I literally need to do is that. And the trick's reset, ready to do again. So that's the routine. Now it's great, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, I won earlier.
yeah, when I showed him the first time, and he did win one of the hands because I did something wrong. It was the first time that I tried it. But you have no idea how that works, do you? No. You literally have no idea how this works. It is a very fooling routine. Now, I've gone on record on this show, and I've said that I'm not a big fan of gambling routines. I don't even know how to play poker. I do know how to play Blackjack. So this isn't too bad for me. But I don't even look at this as a gambling routine. I look at this as kind of a really nice way to prove you can influence people. And as each phase goes, it gets more and more frustrating for the person that you're doing it on. So you can present it as a gambling routine if you want to. But I kind of like Luke's presentation about influence, and that fits really well with what I do, because when I present myself, my character is that, hey, I'm going to fool you. Doesn't matter what you do, I'm going to fool you. So this works really well for me. In the UK, blackjack is very, very popular. Pretty much everybody knows how to play blackjack. I think you call it pontoon in the UK as well. But yeah, it's something. What I don't like about poker is a lot of the time in the places I perform with poker, a lot of the time people don't understand poker, and I have to kind of go through stuff. It's very easy to explain blackjack. Hey, it's the first to anyone. It's very, very simple. The download runs about an hour. First of all, it's self-working. Okay, it's completely self-working. You get special cards in order to do this. There are 5 special cards. You're left with a deck of cards with those 5 special cards in. You could, if you wanted to, construct this so at the end, the 5 special cards are on top of the deck, and you can palm them off, and you could be left with a normal deck, which would be maybe the way that you want to go if you were going into other card routines. If you were doing this as kind of a walk around piece, then I think that what you'd want to do is you'd want to do it the way I just did it, because that is now reset to do again. I have already performed this on a virtual show, and it kills. I did a corporate luncheon, and I performed this with the camera down on the mat, and I had the guy who I was speaking to unmuted, and he was making all of the decisions, and it hit really, really hard. There are other presentations in there as well if you don't want to go down the influence route. Luke's got a very nice way of doing it where he brings out some money, and he brings out 3 notes, and they have basically 3 games of cards, and at the end, Luke's left with a bill. The person who's doing it on is left with a couple of bills, and he's predicted by writing on the bills exactly what the results of the game would be. That was a really nice way of doing it. He's also got another way of doing it with a pendulum, which is really nice as well. Luke is an amazing teacher of magic, and he's very clear with this. As well as getting the special gimmicks, he actually talks to you about how you can make your own. In fact, he actually says if you do make your own, there's some advantages with making your own compared to using the specially printed cards. I use the specially printed cards, but I can see where it's coming from as well. Now, you don't know how this works, because I wanted to show you, and I wanted to find out if you were fooled by it. You were fooled by this. You literally have no idea how this works, do you?
No.
What do you think of the routine? Because obviously, I know you don't know how it works, but what do you think of the routine?
Good.
It is completely self-working. You could do it immediately. All it is presentation. So, and Luke has got a full live performance of him performing this to a guy. He's got a couple of live performances, actually. Every routine he does has a live performance, which is beautiful to see. You could do this. You could do this straight away. When I show you how this is done, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. You could do this straight away for your YouTube channel. Even though it's a 1 hour. Luke goes very in depth with the explanations, but it is just a wonderful routine. Would you do this? What do you think of it?
Very good.
You like it?
Yeah.
I like it as well. What are you gonna give it? I like the hook line as well, by the way. You know, the whole influence thing and bringing up blackjack. Everything about this, I just love. I think this is a super commercial routine. This is going to be in my repertoire for a long time. I'm going to keep this deck set up just for this trick, and I know I'm going to be doing this. This hits, and this hits hard. What are you going to give it? 100%. You know what? I'm going to give this like 98%. I think this is one of the strongest influence type routines I've ever seen. Whether you're a magician or a mentalist, you can adapt the presentation for this very, very easily and construct something that fits with your character. Congratulations, Luke. It's an amazing product. Really, really good. Highly recommended. 98% from me and 100% from him. Okay, so the next review is for a product called Run Santa Run. It's the classic Run Rabbit Run, but it's been completely reimagined and brought up to date. It's a perfect prop for kids entertainers and family entertainers, and we'll talk about the quality of the prop and everything in a bit, but we wanted to perform it for you first of all. This is a kid's trick, so we're going to get Ryland to perform it. And we're going to get his little sister to be in the audience as well. And hopefully, she's not seen this, but hopefully your little sister will act appropriately and she'll enjoy your magic.
Yeah, just say hello. Hello.
There she is over there. So I'm going to go, and Ryan, you can perform the trick to everyone, okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey everybody, we've got the North Pole here. We've got Santa's house, Santa's village, and Santa's workshop. Okay? And we're going to put Santa in his house. Look, there he is. We'll take him out. Santa goes out of his house. and he goes back in. Okay?
Okay.
Now, we're going to make him disappear. Thea, on the count of 3, you're going to say, shout Christmas. That's a magic word. Christmas, okay? 3, 2, 1.
Christmas!
And Santa had disappeared. Oh, in the workshop! In the workshop! In the workshop? In the house now! No, he's not in the workshop. In the house! In the house! In the workshop! No, he's not.
He's there! He stuck his head out!
Yeah! No, because he's not there. In the house! In the workshop!
He's sticking his head out of the workshop!
No, he's not. No, he was in his house! No, he's not in the house. No, in the workshop!
Right, open up both doors.
Open up both doors! Which one first?
He's over there in the workshop, so open up. He's over there in the workshop, so open up his house. Right, Thea?
Yeah.
No, the other. Open up the other doors.
Open up the other doors.
Yes.
Okay?
He's there!
Where?
He's there! He's sticking his head out. He's there! You gotta look at the door! He's there! Thea, tell him!
Open the door.
Open the door!
He's there! Open the door! And the back door. He's gone.
And the village?
Not the village. Where'd he go?
I don't know. Tell me if you see. Are you back? No, he's not on the table now. Shut up. On the back!
No, he's on the Ryland. He's on your back.
No, he's not on the stool. On your back. No, he's not on the camera.
No, Ryland, on your back.
What? What? Here he is.
So that is a performance of Run Santa Run. As you performed it, let's talk about it. What do you think about it?
Well, first it's run the no. What's the word?
We'll start again. I don't need you to tell the name of it. Just say, oh, I love it. It's really good. You know, we've just talked about this. Do I need to do it again?
No, but what's the word? that
Look,
you
no,
said?
see.
Look, no, see.
Look, no.
It's really funny. Thea really got into it with the whole
Yeah.
look, no, see thing.
Okay?
Yeah.
Right, so that is a live performance of Run Santa Run as you performed it, right? Can you tell everyone what you think about it?
Well, Thea thought it was funny when it was look, no, see.
Yeah, the look, no, see. If you don't know what that is,
Like,
that's...
it was happening here, but like I thought it was happening here, but it was actually happening over here.
Yeah.
And it was funny when he was like, hello, and he was poking his head out.
It was really
And I was
funny.
like, no, he's not in the house. And he's like poking his head out the workshop.
It was really, really funny. And then eventually Santa disappears
Yeah.
and is on your back, as
He's
in the...
right here.
Yep. How easy is it to do?
Easy.
Yeah, it is easy. You learned it. You'd never done that trick before. You've done a lot of kids' magic before, but you've never done that trick before. Did you find it really easy to do?
Yeah.
Will you do this? You do a lot of virtual shows for me. Will you do this in the virtual shows with me?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good. For those of you that are
And it's
interested...
very funny.
It is very funny. For those of you that are interested, it is very well made. Now, what's interesting about that, just get me the prop for a minute. Just the main bit. What's really, really interesting about this is, and I talked about this on 5x5, on the festive 5x5, I'm not a big fan of buying new props. I'm not a big fan of buying new props specifically for Christmas. And this isn't something that I would normally buy specifically just for a Christmas show. But this is really, what is there a herd of elephants over there, Ryland? You're making so much noise. Can you pass me that? Thanks. So what's interesting about this, what's interesting about this is you can take off the village like this. Get me the doors as well. Just the front doors.
Doors.
No, not the back doors. So the prop looks like this, right? So you have Santa's,
They're upside down.
whatever, I'm just doing it quickly. Come stand over here with me, right?
That was
So you've got
upside
it doesn't matter. So you've got the doors like this. So this is what makes the Run Santa Run prop like that, right? So that's what makes it run. And then you have a little Santa that runs back and forth, okay? Now, what you can do is you can buy expansion packs for this, where you can literally just take the doors off, you can take the front off, you can change the Santa in there, and you can change it for, there's an expansion pack, there's a Halloween one, which is zombies. and a little zombie and like a boarded up door. There's a rabbit one where there's a rabbit sort of hutch doors, and then there's a little rabbit that goes back and forth. There's a pirate one, I believe. There's also a cat one where you've got like a dustbin and the cat's jumping from one dustbin to another. Even the Christmas one comes with two characters. It comes with Father Christmas, and it also comes with Snowman. So you can actually do it with the snowman as well as Santa Claus. Thanks, Ryan. You can put those back now. So the point I was trying to make about this is A, it's very well made, but B, you have a prop now where you can just spend a few extra pounds or a few extra dollars and you can get yourself an expansion set. So you can do a rabbit version with your Easter show. You can do a zombie version for your Halloween show. You can do a Santa version for your Christmas show. You can do lots of different versions for all year round.
And you could do the cat one for any year.
Exactly.
The dog one.
I don't know if there is a dog one. There's lots of them.
Maybe
but the point is...
Maybe someone should create one.
Or maybe they should, maybe we should ask them. But the point is, it is really adaptable. There's so many different versions of it. You know what? If you are a kids entertainer or you're a family show entertainer, the challenge is to do something that is kind of really fun and really different and really colourful and really vibrant. This is absolutely perfect. You don't see many run Santa runs these days or run rabbit runs. This is a really well-made prop. It's available from a lot of different dealers. I would recommend, if you're in the UK, going to Practical Magic. Practical Magic are, a dealer that actually specialises in kids props, run by a guy called Gary Dunn, and he actually sells this along with all of the expansion packs. And also, how good is this for virtual shows? In fact, we're doing an advert for my company, Non-Stop Kids Entertainment, which is a kids entertainment company. We're doing a virtual advent calendar, aren't we? Every day we've done a virtual advent calendar, and you're actually doing this for one of the days on the advent calendar, aren't you? Yeah. So Ryland's actually doing this. So it's great for social media, it's great for virtual shows, so it's also great for a live show. It was ages ago, yeah. It packs small, it plays big. I'm going to give this, for a kids entertainer, the price is great, the quality is great, it'll last a lifetime. If you're a kids entertainer or a family entertainer and you want something different, I'm going to give this 100%. What about you?
Yeah.
100% from you as well?
Yeah.
100% from me, 100% from him. It's a really well-made prop. Now let's look at the next review. Okay, so review number 3 is one I'm going to perform, Ryland, and it is Elsdon with a 3. E-L-3-D-O-N. It's by Vanishing Ink, and it's by Mark Elsdon. I've known Mark for years. Do you know that Mark Elsdon was the first person to teach me how to solve a Rubik's Cube? Seriously, I actually went down to Wales and I actually paid to spend a day with him to teach me how to solve a Rubik's Cube. I'm not kidding. There you go.
And how much days did you spend with him?
One whole day. Anyway, he's put this thing out called Elsdon 3, 3 Unbelievable Routines. It's got 3 different routines in here, all very different from each other. What we're going to do is I'm going to perform one of the routines for you, and then we're going to talk about all 3 of them. Sound good?
Yeah.
Well, let's do it. Okay, Ryland, so we're going to try and do something with a pack of cards here, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, in Mark's routine, he writes a prediction down on a post-it note and he puts that on his card case. I haven't got any post-it notes here with me, so I've actually wrote the name of the card already down on the card case. I'm going to show the rest of everybody. I don't want you to look. Sarah, can you see that nice and clearly in the screen? Can you see that? Okay, fantastic. That is my prediction. Now, Ryland, turn that round. I want you to see that there's 52 cards in the deck. They're all there. They're all different. You're going to get a free choice of any card. So as I spread through, just touch a card, any card that you want to. As I go, you can touch any one, genuinely. As I go through, just touch any card. That one right there, are you sure?
Yeah.
Do you want to change your mind, or are you happy with that one?
I'm happy with that one.
Now, I'm going to now go through these cards, and Sarah's going to look at them, and or Mommy's going to look at them, and everyone at home's going to look at them. They know the card that I've predicted. And as I go through, if they see the card that I've predicted, they're going to say something. Now, they won't do, because the thing is, I made the prediction before you even did anything, right? And you touch this card, right?
Yeah.
Which I'm going to put right there. And nobody will have seen the card yet. And the reason is, you could have touched any card, and yet that card will be the card that I predicted. And I'm going to go through every single card and show you them all one at a time. And you can see at home that there's 52 cards in the deck. I just showed you 51 cards, and you did not see the card that I predicted. And the reason is, the one card that's turned over, which is this one right here. Ryland, tell everyone what that card is.
3 of spades.
The 3 of spades. And have a look at the card box, Ryan. You will see, have a look at the card box, that you will see that the card that I actually predicted right there, turn it round, is the 3 of spades. Now think about this, right? There's 51 cards in the deck. The 3 of spades is the only one that you touched, and I was able to predict that you would touch that card. That's pretty good, don't you think? That's a pretty good trick. But we're going to go one step further. We're going to go one step further. I'm going to make another prediction. So turn around while I make another prediction. I'm going to grab my pen, and I'm going to make another prediction. I'm going to write something else underneath 3 of spades. Can you see that one as well? The word underneath 3 of spades. Can you see that nice and clearly?
Yeah.
Excellent. That is my prediction. Now, Ryan, you can turn back around now. I want you to see, look, I'm going to put the 3 of spades down in the middle of the deck. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Now, if I told you now that I don't know, if I told you I don't know where the card is, would you believe me? Not really, right? Because you know that I could keep track of it, yeah?
Yeah.
But what about if I cut the deck? Do you think I can know where it is now? Maybe, right? What about if you cut the deck? What about instead of me cutting the deck? Cut anywhere you want to. Onto the table. Very good. And cut again. In fact, keep cutting until you're happy. In fact, you know what I'll do? I'll turn away. I'll close my eyes. Is that fair?
Just one more cut.
One more cut. Okay, go on then. Is that fair? Now I couldn't possibly know where the card is, right?
No.
How many cards in the deck of cards?
52.
52. Because the jokers aren't in here. I want you to pick up the cards. You're going to hold them face up. You're going to deal them into a pile one at a time. And when we get to your 3 of spades, I want you to stop dealing and we'll see how many cards down in the deck is, your card is, after you did all of that cutting. And we'll see if my prediction matches. Do you understand? So you're going to cut through the card, you're going to deal through the cards one at a time, face up into a pile. And when we get to the card, stop dealing. And we'll see what position it is in the deck. So take the cards, deal them one at a time, out loud.
1.
No, face up, that's fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
There is a joker actually. So
27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36,
and another joker.
37, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53.
Did you not see the 3 of spades? You counted 53 cards. Did you not see that? Because 53, but there were 2 jokers as we went past. So 51 plus 2 is 53, which means that there's 1 card missing from the deck. Did you see your 3 of spades? 1 card and 1 card only is missing from the deck. And do you want to know what I wrote on the card case?
What?
What's that word that I wrote there?
Inside.
And do you know why I wrote inside? Listen. Can you hear anything?
Yeah.
There's 1 card and 1 card only now inside the card box. Take that card, turn it over. Could it be? It is your 3 of spades. Okay, so there's 3 tricks that you get with this project. The first is the one that I just performed for you, which is NYC Open. Now, if anybody has seen a recent video that I did, which was 3 tricks with double faces you've probably never seen before, I actually did a performance of the Los Angeles Opener by Gordon Bean. This NYC Opener is actually based on the Los Angeles Opener, along with a whole bunch of other routines as well. And what Mark's done is taken the first phase of the routine, cleaned it up by altering the gimmick, and then adding a second phase that causes the card to eventually end up in the box, which takes it from a prediction and kind of combines mentalism and mind reading. That routine's really nice. The nice thing about it is you're left with a regular deck of cards that you can examine because of how the card is created, and you get the cards with this, but because of how the cards are created and how the card is gimmicked, it's very, very easy to do. Anybody could do it. It's pretty much self-working, but it's a really strong opening routine. I love the idea of the card going into the box. The second routine is this one here, which is Strange Oblique. And what that is This is so weird. Imagine you're in a group of friends and you've got like 7 or 8 people standing around you, and not one of them is nominated as a truth teller. Everyone else is nominated as liars. And then through a series of questions that are just like really random, like, you know, did you have a green tricycle as a kid? Questions that wouldn't help you. You're able to work out who the liar is, who the liars are, and who the truth teller is. It's like being a psychic detective. Now that routine isn't as commercial as the first one, the NYC Open. It's still a very good routine, but Mark openly says in his instructions for it that it's really more for an informal situation, like you're with friends at a house party and you ask to be done. You know, they ask you to do something and you do this. That's kind of the best place to perform a routine like this. It is very good though. You know, the first time I saw it, I couldn't quite figure out how Mark was working out how to do it. As I say, it's like being a psychic detective. You can immediately work out who's telling the truth and who's lying just by asking a few different questions. And then the other one is my favourite routine, which is called Limelight. And what Limelight is it's a ridiculously long routine. It's about 15 phases, right? It goes on forever. And if I was going to do this, to be honest, I'd probably cut it down in about half. But the whole idea is that you put the limelight on the spectator. So what happens is you take the spectator to one side and you say something to them. Then you come back and you're getting somebody else to pick a card. The spectator is finding it every time, every single time they find it. And then what will happen is you say, right, let me give you some more instructions. And now they pick another card and they just tell that person the name of the card, and it finishes off with a really clever, really clever card at any number. And how this card at any number is basically somebody picks a card and the spectator actually says the number that the card is going to appear in down in the deck. Like super clever, super clean. I released many years ago a routine called Empowerment on my flipped out DVD. And the whole idea was to empower the spectators and to give them the ability to do the coins across, right? You've seen me do Empowerment, haven't you?
Yeah.
And this is the same sort of thing. Imagine how strong it is, where instead of actually you finding the card, imagine being at school with your mates and you've got Leo there. Who else have you got there? You've got Leo.
Charlie, Jake.
You got Charlie, you got Jake. Anyone else? Alice. Ava Marie, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, so imagine all of those guys are there. And then you say, hey, I'm going to show you a card trick. And instead of you doing a card trick, you take Leo to one side, you whisper something in his ear, and then you come back and you go, right, okay, pick a card. And then Leo tells everyone where the card is. And then you do it again and do it again and do it again. How amazing was that? Because people know that you're a magician. But if you were like getting Leo to do the magic and Leo was finding a card, how cool would that be?
Cool.
And then you say, and Leo becomes like the star of the show. And that's basically what we have here. Now, again, you wouldn't want to use all the phases. This goes on forever. But I think the whole idea of this is you can pick and choose the different ways of doing this. This download for this particular routine alone is an hour long, just over an hour long. I like the idea of maybe at
What's the longest download you've ever seen?
Probably, I don't know, probably one of the Penguin Lives, 4 or 5 hours long, very long stuff. But there's about 2 hours between these 3 routines. And this particular one is the longest one. But I like the idea of being at a house party, being booked to do like some sort of birthday party or something like that. And you make the star of the show, the person whose birthday it is, the star of the show. I really like that. I really like maybe the idea of a wedding or something and you're making the groom star of the show. I get booked an awful lot where I'm booked by the bride because the groom likes magic. Oh, the groom really likes magic. I want to do something. Can you do something special for him? Making him the star of the show would be really cool. And how many times have you been to a gig and somebody turns around to you and says, hey, can you teach me how to do a trick? Rather than just blowing it off and saying, well, I haven't got time, you could say, well, actually, yeah, let me teach you how to do a trick. Would you like to see this guy do a trick? You would come with me, let me whisper something in your ear, and you come back, he's doing the trick. So this wouldn't be something that I would instigate, but right time, right place. I think this would absolutely kill. Look, you've seen all 3 of these routines. I just performed the NYC opener for you. What do you think of them all? You haven't learnt any of them yet, though, have you?
No.
I think
they're good.
I think you should perform Limelight. I think you should learn Limelight. I think you should go and perform.
For an hour.
Yeah, I think you should sit there, learn Limelight, and then what you should do is you could go to school, and next time you're at school and you have like golden time or something, you should do that. You should do that to Leo. He's your best mate, yeah?
Yeah, and he sits right next to me.
Well, there you go. I think you should do that to Leo. I think this is awesome. Mark is a very clever magician. Everything he does is brilliant, and this is no exception. What you are buying here are 3 real great routines that couldn't be more different to each other. You know, you've got a card routine with all the gimmicks included. You've got like a really weird lie detector type routine. And then you've got this Limelight thing, which I think is going to end up in a lot of people's repertoires. I really like this. I'm going to give this 96%. What about you?
100.
100% from the Kid Magician, 96% from me. Mark, if you're listening to this, my hat's off to you. Well done once again for an amazing product. Right, so review number 4, the final review. We have an Alakazam product.
Yeah!
There's his happy face. We have Contactless.
I already know what I'm going to give it.
I know. I
Always
think everybody.
120.
I think everybody who's watching this at this point knows what you're going to give it. I really hope one day Peter Nardi releases a really rubbish trick. Peter, if you're watching this, can you just create a terrible trick and just make one of them and send it to him? Because I want to see his conflicted face where he's looking at this and he's like, this is rubbish, but it's Alakazam. I literally think your head would explode. But anyway, this is by Peter and Harry Nardi. First of all, I've got to say, Peter, you must be so proud. For those of you that don't know, Peter Nardi runs Alakazam. Harry Nardi, who is an exceptional magician in his own right, is Peter's son. You might know him from BGT when he got through to the final with 4MG. And Peter presents a lot of the magic for Alakazam. This is Peter's first creation. Must be a really
Harry's
proud...
first creation.
Yeah, sorry, Harry's first creation, and it must be a really proud feeling knowing that you know your son is creating magic and you're creating magic together
It's
with
his first ever trick.
first ever trick. Isn't that cool? Can you create some magic? Because I think this would be a really cool thing. Anyway, obviously it's an Alakazam trick. Ryland's going to perform it. This is awesome, and I've got a feeling some magicians might overlook this, and I want to tell you not to, and I'm going to tell you why it's awesome. But let's get off the sticks first of all, and we'll do a full performance of the routine.
Right. Daddy?
Yeah.
Do you think I can influence you?
Not a chance. I am uninfluenceable.
That's not even a word.
Yes, it is.
You can say that, Bobby. If you want to. You've got... Right, I've got 3 cards. I've got a Matalan card,
Okay.
which I like because I get new clothes. My sister's all about clothes, not really me. We've got a Visa card, which my mum has covered the numbers up because she doesn't trust magicians. Right there.
Why do you like Visa cards?
Because my mum buys me toys with them.
True.
Not that one, that's the work card.
That's the business card. And it is true. Mummy just doesn't trust magicians at all.
Covered it up. And we've got my library card. Which I like because I like to read books.
Normally at night, when Mummy thinks you're asleep.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And I've got a £20 note. Which pocket is it? I've got a £20 note.
Okay.
Okay?
Can I have that?
If I screw it up.
If you screw it up, I get that £20 note.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, let's play. I'm happy.
Which? Pick any.
Any one of the 3.
Yeah.
But you're going to influence me.
Yeah.
I don't feel influenced. And if you get this wrong, I get the £20 note.
Yeah.
I want the library card.
The library card. Okay. The weird thing is, I'm just going to put the library card in the middle because that's the one you picked.
Okay.
Okay? But look, on the Matalan we've got a big X.
Mm-hmm.
On the Matalan card there's an X. And on the Visa we've got some more initials covered.
Yeah, but there's an X.
Yeah, an X. Which means I win.
But that's ridiculous. I mean, there's just an X on that side as well.
No, it's not. Bing, bing.
Very, very cool. So that is Contactless by Peter and Harry Nardi. What you have here is a multiple out trick, right?
Yeah.
It's a 3-way multiple out trick, but the wallet... Let me explain why this is awesome. This looks just like a wallet that you would carry around with you. It's really well made. These days, a lot of the wallets that magicians use, you know, like the big, massive wallets, you don't see those anymore. These are the type of wallets that people carry around with you. And this is the sort of thing that you could carry around with you. There's a space for your money. There's a space for your cards. You use your real cards. And the whole idea of this and the way it's been marketed to magicians is as an everyday carry. this is the sort of thing that you can carry around with you. And I've talked about this on the channel before. My pet hate is when magicians turn around and go, can you show me a trick? I've got nothing on me. It happened. I've seen so many magicians do it. Somebody who calls themselves a magician and people know they do magic and they go, they meet somebody, can you show me a trick? I haven't got anything on me. As a magician, we're just saying then, the magic's in the props. You should always have something on you, which is the reason why I created Keymaster and Chop and routines like that, so you can do things organically anytime, anywhere.
Cups of balls. You can go into McDonald's.
You can. I mean, you could take... Yeah, exactly. Good point, actually. Well, this is an everyday wallet. You can use this as your normal wallet, and anytime somebody says, show me a trick, you can just take your wallet out and you go, well, let me just try something. Let's just try something simple with influence. So,
do you know what else is good?
What?
Elastic bands.
Elastic bands are good.
All you need to do is put them
on your wrist, exactly.
No pocket space at all.
Now, if you've never done a three-way out routine, it's so strong. And one thing that Harry and Peter talk about on the download is there's so many professional magicians, big name magicians that are doing multiple out routines. If you've never done it before, you really should. Now, you've done multiple out routines before and you've always loved them. I've always loved them. This is a really strong thing. Do not be put off by the simple method. Do not be put off that it's only a choice of three. You do this, right time, right place, impromptu. Oh yeah, let me just show you something. Let me just get my wallet out. You'll absolutely kill people every single time. You will kill people every single time. And you get enough of the, you saw there were stickers on the back. You get enough of the stickers that you can actually have different sets of cards prepped. So Peter talks about how when he goes out to the Magic Circle, he has one of the cards as his Magic Circle card. He always has a Visa in there, and he always has, and he had a Nando's card because normally after going to the Magic Circle, he'll go to Nando's. Then he's got different cards that he uses. So if he's not going to the Magic Circle, he'll have an AA card or a driver's license or something. So you can really adapt this. And I don't want you to look at this as a prop that you're going to be using in a gig. Now, you could absolutely use this in a gig, but this is designed for you to put it in your pocket. It takes up no pocket space. You've got your money in this side. You've got your cards in this side. You go out with it. You've got it with you, and you're ready to go anytime, anywhere. What do you think of this?
Very good.
You like it?
Yeah.
It's really good, isn't it? I mean, it is really, really good. The wallet is very well made. You can see that they've put a lot of thought into it. It does what it is designed to do. And yeah, there's nothing else to say about it. You saw Ryland's performance. If you're looking for something that you can have with you anytime, anywhere, and you can perform a minor miracle, then this is it. It is very, very organic. You literally just have this with you. You put it in your pocket and you're ready to go anytime, anywhere. This is highly recommended. I'm going to give this 90% because this is something that I am definitely going to carry around with me. I hate carrying around bulky wallets. And in the past, I've had like phone cases that have got like credit card slots on, but recently I've not even been using that. I've just had my phone kind of naked as it was. So I'm definitely going to be doing this. What about you? You going to do this?
Yeah.
Well, I hope so. It's been set up now for you.
120.
120%, obviously, it's standard. 120% from him, 90% from me. Guys at Alakazam, this is another great product. Don't overlook this. This is really strong.
And that's another review show in bag.
It is another review show in the bag. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the first review show of 2021. Thank you so much for joining us again. We have big plans over the course of the next year, haven't we?
Yeah.
We're going to be reviewing a lot more magic. We're going to be doing a lot more stuff on the channel. Once again, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. If you want us to review something in particular, let us know in the comments down below. Let us know what you think of the show in the comments down below. If you want to follow Ryland, he is on YouTube at The Kid Magician. If you want to follow me, it's Magic TV. I'll be back tomorrow with a magic stuff. So I'll see you tomorrow. I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
You can do that better. I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.